Hello, my name is Keshwani. That's Keshwani, Keshwani. We are here because we want to improve our math skill for the SAT, GRE, GMAT, what have you. Let's put down today's question on the blackboard. We have 5 people out of a group of, that 5 looks weird. Five people, let's call them A, B, C, D, and E. Three are to be picked at random. Question is, what are the odds that both A and B will be picked? I'm going to read one more time to you. We have 5 people in a group, A, B, C, D, E. We're going to pick 3 people at random out of those 5. 3 people are to be picked at random. The question simply is, what are the odds that both A and B will be picked out of the group of 5 people if we were to pick 3? I want you to pause the video now, work on the problem yourself. Once you have the answer, you can resume the video. Okay? I'll give you a few seconds to pause and unpause. I'm going to get out of the frame. I'm still here, you just can't see me. Alright, here we go. So we had a group of 5 people, we are taking 3 at random. What are the odds that both A and B will be picked? The first question we have to ask ourselves is, how many different ways can we pick 3 people out of a group of 5 people? How many different ways can we pick 3 people out of a group of 5 people? Well, 3 people we're going to pick. How many different ways can we pick the first guy? Well, we have 5 people. We can pick 1 person at random out of 5. Once we have picked that first person, how many different ways can I pick the second person? Well, out of the remaining 4. Once we have picked the second person, once we have chosen the second person, how many different ways are there left to pick the third person? Well, only 3 different ways, because 2 people have already been chosen, so we have left 3 people in the group. Well, that was the easy part. There are 120 ways. 5 times 4 is 20. 20 times 3, no, 160 different ways. 60 different ways we can pick 3 people of a group of 5 people. The question is, out of those 60 different combinations that we can possibly have, how many are there going to be where you're going to find both A and B? And that's something we have to figure out manually. I'm going to show you here. Actually, better yet, I'm going to erase this part here because I need the room. Let's erase this too. Well, we want A and B to be in our group. So since we have A, B, and then C, D, and E, let's start making combination with A, B, with the C. See how many different ways we can arrange that. So we can pick C first and then A and B, or we can pick A first and then the C and then the B, move the C in the middle, or we can pick A first, B second, and then C. In other words, keep moving C from here to here to here. What else? Here's another possibility. Instead of having A and B in this sequence, we could have B first and then A. There's your C, and then B first and then A. Then C moves in the middle, and then C moves to the end. Same as before, we are moving the C from the first position to second position to the third position. The only thing that we have switched is the order of A and B. Here's your C. So as you can see, there are 6 different ways that we can pick A and B with C. Similarly, there are going to be 6 different ways to pick A and B. Let's put it here. There are 6 ways to pick A and B with C. Similarly, there are going to be 6 different ways to pick A and B with D. Only thing that will switch is that instead of C's, you will have D's. And finally, there are going to be 6 different ways you can pick A and B with E. So there are 18 different ways altogether. Total of 18 ways out of 60, which was 5 times 4 times 3. 18 different ways we can pick A and B at random out of a group of 5 people. 6 ways you can see here. I'm not going to enumerate all the other 12. And for those of you who do not know the word that I just used, the word was, I don't know if we have learned this word or not before. Let me check my list if I can quickly do that. The word that I just used was enumerate, if you know the proper meaning of it. Sometimes we know the words, but we do not know the exact meaning of it. We cannot articulate it. And if you cannot articulate it, that means you have not learned it properly. It's not in my list. We have not learned it yet. I'm going to make sure that we cover it one of these days in our vocabulary lessons. Enumerate something means to make enumerate means to make a list of something. I'm not going to enumerate the other 12 because it's the same thing. Everything is going to be the same except instead of C's, you're going to have D's, 6 of them. And then finally you're going to have E's. E, A, B, A, E, B, A, B, E, E, B, A, B, E, A, B, A, E, and so forth. Let's simplify it. So there are 18 different ways out of a total of 60. 60 as we saw before. 60 as we saw before. There are 5 different ways of picking the first guy, 4 different ways of picking a second guy, 3 different ways of picking a third guy, total of 60. Simplify it, 9 over 30. We can go one more time, 3 and a 10. There you go, voila, there is the answer, 3/10. There's a 30% chance. There is a 30% chance that the 3 people that you picked at random will contain both A and B. Not A or B, both A and B. That was the question. What are the odds? There's both, right here in capital letter. What are the odds? There's both A and B will be picked. If the question was what are the odds that either A or B is picked, that's an entirely different problem with different answer or different solution. That was it. That was the end for today. I will see you tomorrow on day number 45. In the meantime, if you wish to get hold of me for personal private tutoring, I tutor over the internet via Skype and of course face-to-face and over the telephone. For SAT, for GRE, GMAT, Algebra, Geometry, Statistics, you name it. Just go to any of these website addresses that you see there and you can send me an email. Or you can simply go to keshwaniprep.com and you can get hold of me from there as well. Right? Thanks.